I'm Brian Carter here at Lumpkin County High School with Don Brock, 13th year head coach of the Lady Indian soccer program. Coach, it's great to have you on here. It's been a while since I've been here in person, but this is a great time to talk Lady Indian soccer with you. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate you coming out. Thanks.
I know you're off to another solid start. You know, we'll get into last year and how incredible and historic run that was, but this year off to a really good start, 6-2 overall right before you dive into region play. How satisfied are you with the way the team's played so far?
I'm satisfied to a great extent, but we've had our falls. We've fallen a few times. Maybe not played to our level of play that I expect, but we've been good, and we've stepped up in many ways.
Yeah. Now, I know by design that you scheduled, like most great coaches would do, is schedule tough non-region opponents, and you've done that with Forsyth Central and Wesleyan, and took your lumps there with the couple of losses. I hope you don't have any more losses the rest of the year, but I know that has to make your team stronger. What do you feel like those games did for the girls?
I think those games actually made them realize they're a lot better than they think they are.
Yeah.
Both of those games were winnable games, but we didn't play to the level of game that we should be playing. We fell short of our own expectations. The girls felt it, I felt it. Both winnable games, but we've got to play teams like that. And we've got Buford and Norcross coming up after spring break, so no, you're right. We have to play teams like that if we expect to make it further than we did last year.
And that's going to be hard to do because of the way that last year was so historic. I definitely expected your team to be very competitive. To go undefeated into the semifinals was not something that anyone should expect. A great surprise, 17-1-1, a Final Four appearance. How special was that season?
That was amazing. Like you said, I don't think anybody expected us to do that. I didn't expect us to do that. But they put the work in, and they bought into our system. They bought into the system of play we have, and they rose to the challenge. I don't know if it was great going into the state tournament undefeated. I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah.
But this year we're clearly not going in undefeated, but we've played better teams, and hopefully that'll pay dividends. But it was an amazing run. Unexpected, but I'm so happy with what we're doing right now.
Yeah, hopefully bigger and better things even this year would be incredible. Now, it's again, it wasn't a complete surprise to see the level of success that you had last year because we've seen this building up over the last few years. You brought this program to the place that it is now. You've been here for 13 years in the soccer program, maybe even a little longer than that when you look, but as a head coach, 12, 13 years now. Talk about what it's like to develop the program and have it, as a powerhouse program where you have it in the last 2 years.
It's been a long time coming, and it's been a group effort. We've had to go to our feeder program. We started with some club teams here. We've worked with local coaches to identify the players that we need to identify, push them to play at a higher level, and of course that feeds us better players. But to take teams that I've had in the past that maybe had 4 or 5 really high quality players, and the rest just athletes. Now I've got up to 17, 18 high quality players. So it's amazing that I get to coach now at a different level the way I've always wanted to coach. But it's a lot of hard work that's come from a lot more people than just me.
Yeah, and we're seeing it come into fruition now. And Alexis Satterfield, can't say enough about her. Very well deserved a scholarship at Brunel to play at the next level, but we still have her here a little bit longer. So last year she had 34 goals, 19 I think to right now for this season, on pace to hopefully maybe like 50 goals or something like that. To say that she's a rare talent is a huge understatement. How special of a player is she?
She's a special player on the field, but she's a special player off the field. She motivates this team. When they start to drop their level of play, Alexis is the one that'll rally them, get in their ear, and push them. When she's on the field, everybody plays harder. It is rare to have a player like that that steps onto the pitch for you and really motivates your team like that, and then also performs at that level. We're blessed to have her.
Absolutely, and the good thing though for you is that as great as she is offensively, your defense is equally impressive because we're looking at a goal differential of 135 to I believe 15 over the last 2 years with 19 shutouts. Has been outstanding. So it's great to see her, Alexis, and the offense put up so many goals. But when your defense is as good as it's been, it's probably got to take a lot of pressure off of her and you, of course, too.
Absolutely. Our center backs for the last 2 years, Savannah Rout and Abby Hunt, have been relentless. If you manage to get by one, you will not get by the second. And, of course, I've got a bunch of great wing backs as well. I mean, Katie Crowell and Emily Dresmich, and now I've got Adrian Hilche, and I've had a whole host of wing backs that have really held the line together and made it really difficult to get good quality shots off of us. But when you do, last year I had Ashwin Atnip, who now is overplaying at Piedmont, and then Hope Foster, who's taken the reins this year, also really high-quality goalkeeper. I can't give them enough props. They've worked really hard, but that center part of our defense has made it really easy for the rest of our team to be successful.
Yeah, and I would say, Coach, that this year it's going to be a lot more difficult, and I'm sure you would agree to mirror the success you had as a team last year. A lot of the reasons because other teams now know Lumpkin County is for real, and they're coming for you. You got that bullseye on the back mentality, I'm sure, as a team, and I know you welcome that. And you're gonna still go out there and be competitive no matter what. But I know in particular Dawson County is already a natural rival for you. They're looking to take back that region crown this year that they feel like you all stole from them. What do you have for Dawson County this year?
We're going to play our game. Dawson and us, we have two dramatically different styles, and no disrespect. I think I think that our style is going to lend to us being a little bit more successful there. But you can never look past Dawson. They're going to bring every ounce of their fight to us, and you're right. Everybody has. When Forsyth Central came up to us, they brought everything they had. Yeah. They wanted that win. Yeah. Wesleyan was not going to back down to us. Lakeview Academy gave us a fight for our lives the other night, and I know Dawson will give us more fight than any of those guys. So. While we were successful and able to beat them last year, we have no delusions of thinking that we're just going to walk down there and waltz through anything. We're going to have to fight for that.
When you look in the crystal ball and all the dust settles after this year, where do you see Lumpkin County finishing up in the region and in the state tournament this year?
Honestly, I expect a region title. I think that if we go into this and we expect anything less, then we're selling ourselves short. Sure. We know that the way that the state tournament is set up this year, it's going to be a tough one because we're going to be matched up against the toughest region in the Elite Eight. Mm-hmm. That's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. But if we can manage to get past that, our goal, get past that Elite Eight game, and then we can make a run for the title. And honestly, this team has the ability, if they play to it, they can win it.
Wouldn't that be nice to be coming back here talking to you guys and helping you celebrate with a state championship trophy? That would be awesome. Congratulations again on a great season last year. Hopefully even better season this year. Look forward to seeing what your girls do the rest of the way. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Check out our interview also with Alexis Satterfield here on BLITZ.